I'm in the rest. I never switch. Ice in the rest. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, judge. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, there you go. Wide, check, Mike 42. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check, we're going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. That's it. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. It's our field. Get it all. Rest. Hey,
first down, Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Watch the safety creep. Switch, hey. Mike 51, Mike 56.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams, 23 yards, the final tally. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. A first down throw for Prescott. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check, 42's the mark. Hey, check. Hey, kill. 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Hey, we're pretty quiet, dude.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for them here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run it here with Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Mike 42. Mike 47. Mike 42. Go. Check. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Batchelor.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Love. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, Prescott again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, pick 26. Hey, pick 26. Hey, echo. Mike 50, Mike 50. 26. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Boom, boom. He's mine. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Down to lose one. Yeah, live. Hey, we got Mike. Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
51's the Mike. Man, I got it. Right left. Check 4.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
Rodgers again now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 57. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Get right. Check nickel.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
50. Go, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Under. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Push it, 88. Hey, 88. Check 59. Mike is 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Wide in.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. There we go. Kill. 26.
Now Prescott. He'll find his receiver. It's Cody Core. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Love. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Preston Smith there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Go, get out there. Shoot the mic. I'm coming. 47. Here we go. 26.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Cody Core, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 22 yards there, a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. The throw caught by Core. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
At the 27-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as they're...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on